Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. I'm hoping you guys are all having a fantastic day. So today's upload is going to be a video about the pattern and specifically focusing on two storm systems that could be brewing within the next week. That's basically what the title says, and that's what we're going to be talking about. So if you guys would like to subscribe to this channel, we do all sorts of weather related content, long range outlooks, talking about the Enzo, the La Nina, the El Nino, all those scientific terms put in simple terms on his channel, and talk about the winter, the fall, and just the patterns like this. So if you're a weather fan like I am, and many are on this page, consider subscribing, consider liking the video. That really helps out a lot, especially if you're a returning viewer. If you could like the video, that'd be amazing. If you're new, consider subscribing. Also, I'd like to quickly thank you guys so much for, we're upcoming in September, we're coming on our 4-year anniversary of this channel. I'll be going on my 5th year with this channel, and full 4 years will come at close in September. And thank you for each and every one of you. It's been life-changing, for sure, and I can't thank each and every one of you enough. And it's definitely been my best friend for the past 4 years, so thank you so much. So let's guys talk about this. So notice that we have a storm system, not a snowstorm, a storm system going across portions of southern Canada right now, and this is still impacting us in a pretty significant way. If you were to look at the radar right now across the United States, it looks pretty filled, especially across the Midwest, with complex thunderstorms, thunderstorm complexes, sorry, some isolated storms, and quite a bit of rain bands. Right now it's actually around 2 o'clock in the morning when I'm recording this, but it was more impressive earlier on in the evening when it was 10, 9, 8. It was a little bit more impressive. The storms were stronger, but we could see a recurring event tomorrow, probably not as widespread, but you could see that this storm is still happening fairly powerfully. You could see across into Wednesday and Thursday, we see this rain band moving to Michigan, Wisconsin, Illinois. There's still a lot of differences between the modeling, which one will happen, where, what thunderstorm will affect what areas. It's really undetermined until the moment of occurrence. That's usually with the weather, isn't it? And if you're to look at this, we see that this is a cold front from the storm system. The main storm system is very far to the north, across portions of northern Manitoba, northern Quebec, northern Ontario, and northern Manitoba. That's where it moves. It moves from east to west, west to east. And notice that after that, it really falls apart. We don't see much activity. We see a weak cold front across parts of the northeast come into Friday and Saturday. But then this is where the this storm that I talked about here is still not the one of the two storms that the title is about. The titled storm, one of them is this one. You can see Saturday. This one, it starts form again across the southern Canadian plains, across Manitoba, Saskatchewan, and this really does pretty quickly intensify into a larger storm, but it's kind of disorganized. Notice it first sends out several rain bands across portions of the northern United States, and notice that the cold front's still lingering from the ongoing storm across portions of the East Coast and Florida Peninsula also, but that's mainly from tropical activity. And look at that, it's actually going from east to west, which is very interesting. That's usually what we see in the southern hemisphere, not really the northern hemisphere. But you could see that we see the storm developing. It develops several rain bands, several rain shoots. You could see right there's another propagation of the storm, if you will. Quite a bit of clusters right there, Saturday into Sunday. That definitely has an impact, and you can see it moves into the northeast parts of Michigan, upstate New York, Pennsylvania, much stronger than what this past system had, or the ongoing system what we have. And after that, it seems like a break is coming, but we have a smaller storm system across the mid-Atlantic, delivering quite a bit of pop-up thunderstorms. And then I guess within a week, since today this is Wednesday as I'm releasing this video, you can see Wednesday, July 22nd, a week from now, we see another storm. This one a bit more organized, a lot more precipitation and rain bands. As it's more further to the south, you can see Wisconsin, Michigan, Indiana, Illinois, Ohio, Minnesota, North Dakota are all seeing quite a bit of of rain out of this, and including parts of the Northeast, where it actually blows up into a very large system, and this could be the largest system we've had in a while that far to the south. And then afterwards, the pattern is still active. You can see storms beyond storms, and what makes this pattern a bit more interesting is the fact that these storms are really the culprits to the cooler air possibly across portions of the northern United States. Without these storms, the cooler air would have nowhere to originate from and no pull kind of to the south. And you can see with this, with the passing of the storm on Saturday and Sunday, this upcoming Saturday and Sunday, you could see we have a cooler air mass across Minnesota, Wisconsin, Iowa, and that doesn't last for too long, but it definitely provides that much needed relief across the states. Where this Saturday, this Sunday could be actually brutal, absolutely brutal heat across portions of the Midwest, and then that cool down kind of cools things down. And if you're wondering, the European actually does kind of agree with this. Let's go to the 500 millibar height and anomaly, or height and the height anomaly, and you can see that we have again these storms riding to the north, and they kind of they make a little pocket of cooler air across they make a little dent across the heat driven United States, which again the pattern mostly will stay warm. It doesn't look like there will be any big cool shots of air in the coming future, to be honest with you. It looks as if there's going to be mainly warm air, but again, this is not disappointing in terms of the upcoming winter. It's kind of actually a good thing, because if you saw my couple of videos ago, I made a video about why this summer's pattern is actually indicating the cold winter, and you can go check that out. It's actually very interesting research I've done, and actually during a La Nina year and a year like we have this year, that transitioning from a neutral into a La Nina, years where the summers are hot, we tend to see a kind of an inverse relationship with the winter. We see a very cold winter as a result of that, especially across the northern U.S. The southern U.S. may not necessarily get that, but the northern half definitely gets into that. I wanted to show you now the European model and take a look at these storm systems. So this is the first storm system, the ongoing one, so not one of the two that I'm talking about in the title. But as you can see, this ongoing one is very, very large, and it's sprawling across portions of Manitoba and Saskatchewan right now, and its cold front is delivering quite a bit of precipitation across Wisconsin, Iowa, and into Kansas. And again, that will be associated with today and tomorrow, or really yesterday and tomorrow. And yesterday and today, sorry, so the 14th and 15th, but as I'm recording this, it's the 15th, early hours of the 15th. Notice that this thing is large, and it delivers a little bit of cooler air, with its, that's why it's going to be a bit cooler. It's going to put a cap on some of the hotter temperatures. But come Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we get heat across much of the country, but then these two, or this storm system, again, cools things off pretty rapidly. You could see that it brings quite a bit of, again, precipitation, some thunderstorms, some rain, and that really drives the pattern towards more cooler temperatures. You can see this one's also significant, and the Europeans in pretty good agreement with the GFS on this thing. And if we go into motion on forward, you can see there's more little bands of rain and showers associated in the wake of this big system. And if you were to look, come Wednesday, we have agreeing again the European with the GFS. We have a pretty profound storm system developing across the Midwest, moving into the Northeast, with a pretty nice band of showers and rain. So that's definitely something like that. And you may be wondering, why am I calling them fall-like storms? Well, because the fact that we don't typically see such large systems across the as far north as it is across during the summer, and not uncalled for, but these storms are also going to be bringing some cooler air with them behind them. And if you recall anything from the fall months, it's nothing like, I just love the storms when they track across the country during the fall, much stronger than this, much more precipitation, some snow, some tornadoes, all of that fun stuff, if you will. And there's just a giant cold air mass behind it. That's the best feeling in the world, to see that on a map. In this case, you're not going to get that satisfaction quite yet. It's summer, so the cold temperatures are not going to be as profound behind these storm systems, but they're definitely going to be there, which reminds me of the fall-like characteristics. And they're also just pretty powerful. 985 by northwestern Quebec, you could see by Hudson Bay, so that's quite a bit of precipitation. I could show you actually the 2-meter temperature anomaly to show you if there any is significant colder. And you can see that right now, in the wake of this first one, the ongoing one, we do have a bit of chilly air across Montana, North Dakota, Minnesota. This tries spilling into parts of the Midwest, but really doesn't do much of any, I guess, cooling off, other than maybe for Thursday. You can see a bit cooler across the Midwest. Otherwise, though, it looks as if really the heat's going to take over into Friday and Saturday. We see very, very, very warm temperatures. You could see the temperatures are going to be hot. It's the hottest time of the year, especially with anomalies this warm. There will be heat waves, heat advisories, heat warnings, and no question about that. But then we start seeing this this first of the two systems, and we see that cool air mass across portions of the northern U.S. Again, nothing too significant. We still stay warmer than average across the east. But then we see that second storm system further on in the week develop, and we could see a little bit more of a profound cooler air mass with that. The European maybe not getting too on with that, but definitely there are some indications of that. More near normal temperatures, which we've kind of been lacking this summer. It's been very hot summer so far. And if you were to look at, say, the 8 to 14 day outlook, I don't think they're showing any cool weather. I would be surprised if they are. They're showing general warmth across most of the country, and that seems to be the trend, to be honest with you. Again, above average conditions across the northern U.S. because of the storms. A few spotty areas where it could be above or below. Really, the Texas and Oklahoma and even parts of Louisiana could stay very dry. In the 8 to 14 time frame, maybe getting a bit wetter towards the coastal areas. Also, northwest staying dry. 6 to 10 day outlook. The only area across the United States where it's cool is Alaska, and you can see they have a little bit of indication right there, some cooler air. Very slim, but you can see most of the country is above average, especially parts of the Northeast. You can see, and then precipitation above as well, but below across the west, below across the central southern plains, and above across southern Alaska, and more below across northern places in Alaska towards the pole. So that's basically it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Consider liking the video, consider subscribing to this channel, and I'll catch you all guys in the next episode. See ya. Bye.